You are joining me on a weekend and we have a little bit of a problem. Our lawn maintenance team have been in and they have made the area in front of the Airbnb all beautiful for our next set of guests, but unfortunately on the way down their lawnmower smashed into the sidings from the lawn and have taken it out, and now there are some exposed nails. So I have called upon my husband this morning, who I will find in the shed, who's going to help me get it fixed. So this is one of our lovely sheds. Hello, you.
Hello.
Have you got what we need? Let me see.
I do.
Oh gosh, there's a man with a, what is that, an electric screwdriver?
An electric drill and a screwdriver.
I didn't even know we had it. Okay.
Really?
Is that all we need? Nothing else?
That's all we need.
Okay. Look at you in the man cave. I actually have to sort this out at some point this summer. It's a complete disgrace. You can see bits of Christmas there. There's little bits of Halloween on the back there. Yeah, this definitely needs to be sorted out. What do you think? Is it definitely? Okay, well listen, you lead the way.
Okay.
And you take me down to the cottage garden, which I think, I don't know about you, Joe, but I think it's actually the nicest thing we've done here.
I 100% agree. I think it looks amazing.
And look at that. I've just been taking some of these sweet peas into the neighbours and I can't keep up with it. There are so many sweet peas. Joe, you were very kindly weeding for me there yesterday.
I was.
Now,
Yeah.
look at these poppies that have self-sowed. And my cousin Claire says, what does she say?
Thugs.
They're thugs. I love them. I don't care, cousin Claire. You'll be watching this. Sorry. More sweet peas here. And I just think, and then the 5-bar gate with my Cotswold stone. Oh, I'm so happy with what's going on here, but I'm not happy with what's going on there. So
We've got
what's
a bit
the
here
problem?
So basically, they've been screwed in with nails and to connect to the joints, but the nails are coming loose. And I think it might be something that we're going to have to keep an eye on generally, because I think they probably will just come loose from time to time, unfortunately. So I'm going to have a go now at seeing if I can repair this. I might need to get some longer nails, actually. Yeah, I need to put a new nail in there. Oh, actually, that actually did it.
Did it?
Right,
Hang on,
yeah.
I'm going to come in for a close-up.
Okay. There you go. That's just tidied it up a little bit.
Thank you. I have to say, Joe, there's very little more attractive in life than a man with a drill. Marvellous. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think I married him? Okay, so we have another one down here. I think there's 3 actually. So
Yeah,
let's
there's a
have
few
look.
that need fixing.
Okay.
So this one's come off completely.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Okay. You're doing very well. You don't need my help holding it?
Not at the moment, but I might do.
Okay.
It's not really going through. Ow, shit.
Oh no. That's not going to work.
Okay, I'm
is
going
it?
to need your help, you know.
Right, I'm going to give Joe a hand, but I'm afraid I'm not kneeling on Cotswold stone. So if you come with me, I'm going to go into the greenhouse, which I don't think I've shown you for a while. It's up it's behind the cottage. Look, you can see that wildflower meadow is finally beginning to grow, and I should have a kneeling pad in there. So I might do a little video on the greenhouse. Let me know. I've got kind of a prep area, and I don't really show it very often, but I'm quite happy to share it with you if you'd like to see it. This is kind of behind the scenes, but I can give you more detail on that if you like in another video. Let me know. But in here, I definitely have to do a tour of my greenhouse. I've got this. I am not kneeling on Cotswold stone. Absolutely not. Right, let's head back to my husband. But whilst we do, pause for a minute, just to admire some of the lovely wildflowers that are coming up here. There's some purchase there. That one there, I think, particularly.
So I need to go that side to do what I'm about to do.
Ah, okay, let's swap.
Yeah.
You can kneel on my kneeler if you like.
Thank you.
It's moving.
Don't move your thumb, please.
Oh, well done. Right. While Joe has gone to get some longer screws, I thought I would just take you on a little wander around the Airbnb. If you haven't been here before, this is the old stables at the edge of the property. We have about 2 acres here, and over the last 6 months I've been renovating it. And for me, I have to travel so much for work. This is about making sure I have a source of income, but somewhere that means I can stay home. So we're just kind of testing it out this year. I'm still working full time. It's quite a lot trying to juggle this, trying to juggle my full-time job, but this is the future, hopefully. And if you want to come and stay in the little cottage outside Abergavenny in the Brecon Beacons National Park, there'll be a link below. Yeah, come and say hello. Oh, he's back with some screws. Right, you back with the screws?
I'm back. They're much longer. Yeah, just right.
God, they're massive. Oh, that's great.
Good, yeah. Right, we'll do a few more of those.
We're going to carry on doing this, and whilst we carry on doing this, I'm going to take you into the sofa for a cup of tea. And lots of people have been sending me messages on YouTube with questions they want me to answer. So I'm going to get myself settled down nicely in the turret. I'm going to answer your questions. So we'll carry on here, and by the magic of YouTube, I'll see you in the turret, probably in a different outfit. Hello, I have indeed changed, outfit change, and I'm in the turret sitting room with my lovely sidekick, Chaucer. If you haven't met him, this is my gorgeous little snoodle who is always alongside me somewhere and loves nothing better than just having a bit of a sleep on one of these gorgeous Downton Abbey style sofas, which I love as well. You all right? Good boy. Now, I asked you as a post on YouTube for questions. Oh my goodness, Chaucer, look at that. We have so many, 12 pages of questions. So I'd bore you to death if I answered all of those. You're right. If I answered all of them right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few and answer them now. Oh, little man having a little bit of a snooze over there. I'm going to answer a few of them now, and then I am going to incorporate some of them in my future videos. But I just want to say thank you. Honestly, it's so nice to get these messages. Some of them aren't just questions. They're saying how much they like my channel, how much they like the house, my excitement around the garden. And it's just really lovely to know that somebody's watching the videos and enjoying it. So thank you so much. I appreciate and read every single comment. I try and reply to as many as I possibly can. I'm really sorry if you've left a message and I haven't replied. I try my very best, honestly. So let's crack on with a couple of questions and see where we get to. So the first, this is from Catherine Revy. Thank you, Catherine. She says, have you ever thought of maybe borrowing or hiring a metal detector? Ooh, and running it around your land. You're on such a historic spot. Would that be amazing to know if there's anything hiding underneath your feet? I hadn't thought about doing that, but maybe that would be an interesting video. Couple of things. I know that over by the stables, I know there have been people inhabiting that spot like 1,000 years ago, because when we put a planning application in to put a garden room in our paddock, that came back as part of the information. We wanted to put a loo in it, and they said it's probably unlikely to get permission for a loo because it's such a historic site. So that is interesting. I did recently do a little bit of digging around and I found a whole load of small bottles. I've got them still. Do you want me to show them to you? I can put them in a future video. Let me know below. Would you like to see the bottles? Okay, let's have a couple of more questions. I love the interior of your home, says Janice Abuko. Thank you, Janice. Was the little castle totally empty when you purchased it, or did the previous owner leave any treasures behind? They left us a couple of rugs very kindly. They actually live next door. They took some of the land and they built 5 beautiful new houses, all made of glass and steel. They're quite spectacular. I'm not a huge fan of modern houses, but they've done it really well. They left us lots of rugs. They left us this gorgeous sofa here, and they left us a bed, I think, and the curtains, although we have replaced a number of the curtains. So they very kindly left us those. They also left us an old mangle in the garden, which I don't quite know what to do with. I might grow sweet peas up it next year. Have you considered doing a video with local dowsers on your castle and grounds? I haven't thought about doing that. Maybe a video of ghost hunters at the castle, said Ed Williams. I actually have thought about doing a video of a psychic. So there's a lady called Lisa from the Talking Ghosts podcast. She came in a little while ago and she told me about Gladys, who is buried just out there, actually, outside that window. She told me about Gladys, who lived here, and she also told me about the prisoners who were kept in my bedroom before they were executed up the road, and she talked to me about the time slip that I saw on the stairs. If you haven't seen any of my ghost videos, do go and check them out, and I will definitely be asking Lisa to come back. So I think it's time probably for 2 more. How did you discover and decide to buy your little castle? Oh, that's interesting. So we weren't actually buying this place at all. We were buying a different house. It was a mansion that had been owned by Lady Jane Grey over in Carmarthenshire. And we saw it before we even sold our own house in Gloucestershire. And we loved it, put an offer in, it was accepted. And we said, we haven't sold our house, but we'll happily get a bridging loan. But we think our house will probably take about a year to sell. So we'll get a bridging loan, put some deposit down, and we'll work it out like that. Well, our house sold in 3 days. So we thought, whoa, we're in a fantastic position. We can move quickly. The lady who was selling us the house, 87 years old, been there all her life, said I can be out in 2 weeks. The person who was buying our house said, can you be out just after Christmas? And we said, yes, okay. We have a small flat in Chelsea, which many of you know in London. So knowing it would just take a couple of weeks before we moved to the new house, we left, moved 3 dogs we had at that time, my husband and I, all our belongings, and occasionally my niece, into a 1-bedroom flat. We were there over 4 months later, 5 months. We eventually moved out 6 months later because the person who was selling to us just could not get her affairs in order. It looked like she'd split the land up over many years. She'd taken a loan out on the property. When she went to, to end the loan, the property that she had wasn't the same as the one she'd taken the loan out of. It just became more and more complex. Their lawyer stopped answering our questions. She stopped talking to us, and there were days of silence as we were desperately trying to move. Now, this house had been spotted by my husband Joe and sent to me from the Country Life website. He sent it to me and said, isn't this place amazing? But at that point, we were very early on in buying the mansion in Carmarthenshire. So I said, I think it's gorgeous. I even sent it to one of my nieces and said, can you imagine that turret being a bedroom? But I said, look, we've already agreed to buy somewhere to a very old lady. I don't want to be the person who changes at the last minute. So we decided to stay put and wait to buy the mansion. And this house, it came off the market literally within a week. We ended up walking away from the Lady Jane house because we just could not get it to completion. That was on the Wednesday. I was very upset because I had nowhere really to live. On the Saturday morning, looking at Country Life, it was back again. My husband, within, I think, 10 seconds, rang the estate agent. We came down on the Monday, we made an offer, and by Thursday we had agreed terms. It took us about a month and we were in. I genuinely believe that the little castle is where we were supposed to be. Somebody had tried to buy it because of COVID. They weren't in a position to get the mortgage fully. And then it came back on the market and it was ours. So we are very happy here. I spent the last 5 years renovating it. There's always something to do. I need a new bathroom or a new shower in this turret. and someone is going to be sealing the walls outside to make sure they don't leak in the winter. But yeah, always something to do, but my goodness, do I love it. And I love the fact that you love it too. Okay, let's go for one more question. Are you thinking about getting any more animals, like chickens or sheep or a goat? Oh, that is actually on my mind, absolutely. I would love sheep. We travel so much and my husband's kind of against it. So I've got some plastic sheep in the paddock. I'd love a goat. I love the idea of making goat's cheese. But now I'm actually, the paddock has got this beautiful wildflower meadow. I've opened up the paddock into a new rose garden, so unlikely to accommodate a goat. But in last week's video, I talked about the summer house. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. And I think I'll probably get some chickens. Oh my goodness. And you know what? You're going to come along with me and help me get them. It won't be for a while, but I think we'll have to take down the summer house, build a chicken coop, and get some gorgeous classic birds. I cannot wait to go out in the morning and get myself some eggs, have a scrambled egg, eggs on toast. Oh my God, soldiers with toast, amazing. Right, Chaucer, come and say goodbye to our friends. Oh, a little tired man, I'm so tired. I just want to say thank you so much for coming to join me this week. I hope you liked me answering your Q&As and seeing some of the work that Joe and I did in the garden to make sure that the walkway down to our Airbnb is beautiful and there are no nails popping out. Next week, I'm going to do a tour of the garden sculptures. Absolutely, people have asked me for ages to talk them through that. And I'll be talking you through my plans for the greenhouse. So thank you for your time today. It's been lovely for us both to host you wherever you are and whoever you love. Do think about subscribing. Thank you to all my members. Their names are coming up now. It's a delight to have you with me. They pay a little fee and they get exclusive videos every week, 2 or 3 videos. Click subscribe, and I'd love it if you became a member, but I'd love it particularly if you came back next Saturday. So thanks for joining us. Take care. Look after yourself.